Hi collective, this is Miraclexistetarot channel. I put up this second black art message because when I was working yesterday between two jobs, I got this download with another one. I think that already is on YouTube about two little boys who are in a foster home, okay? This is a very particular download what I got that was really disgusting also, but I have to put this out. And I don't want to be in war with Santeira, okay? I do not want to be in war with Santeira. I understand there are many precious people out there who has this religion. I have no right to judge these people, okay? But I can see a Santeira church that God is bringing down because of their evilness. It does not mean every Santeira religion is like that, but this particular one has not just leaders, but the download I got, it's about a high priest, because it's a guy in this Santeira, okay? The download about this high priest. And I go to download about this Santeira and the leaders also, but it's not in details, okay? God says to this Santeira that it will be destroyed in 2024, not this year, but 2024. It will be totally destroyed. And because they committed so much sin, so much crimes, the leaders, and particularly this high priest, who is like a spiritual advisor or teacher in the Santeira on the side of the leaders. Leaders has their own problems. Also, they will be caught up in bad karma, okay? The download I got about this high priest is excuse me guys, I just drink a bit. Whenever I can, I stop the video when I have to cough, but sometimes I can't. And re-editing of the videos, I can do it, but it takes days. So if I do that, I won't be able to put up videos. So I won't take this cough out, I'm sorry. So I don't know people who do not know Santeira. This is a religion that is originated, I think, from Cuba, and was created by black people when they were in slavery, and they brought their ancestral religions that is a bit like voodoo to America, and it got mixed up with Christian religion, okay? So that's how it was developed, Santeira, originally. And I'm telling you, originally there is no wrong in it, because there is a beauty in every religion. There is a beauty in every, especially me, I'm quite specialized in African ancestral religion and like voodoo. I mean, as a knowledge, because evidently I'm not black, so I can't be a voodoo priest or things like that, because, well, I have African ancestors from other lives, but because in other lives I was black. But I'm telling you, I don't degrade this religion, and do not misunderstand, I don't degrade African culture, okay? It's not about that. But this particular Santeira church I'm talking about, something went really, really, really wrong. And the leaders went astray. The occult side of the religion went really astray on a dark side. And that much that source and universe do not tolerate it anymore. And God does not tolerate it anymore. And the download is about this high priest guy, black guy. And this is why you need to understand this guy. When he grew up in Africa, he didn't receive real love. His mother was energy harvested by a man who is really powerful witch doctor in Africa. And the mother had no energy anymore to give, because there were many children, not just one. So much love that is not for the mother, but these, excuse me. Well, if you don't know, there was a really good friend in South Africa who is a witch doctor, okay? And he's in voodoo, she's in voodoo, so, and I discussed with her and energy harvesting. And she said that powerful witch doctors in Africa, what they do, they sleep with young girls, young women, and they harvest their energy, and that's how they renew themselves. You need to understand this is a practice that is really common, unfortunately, in Western country also now. And some people believe reptilians exist, okay? This is one of the way reptilians can harvest energy from humans. So they sleep with them, and sexually they access to their sacral chakra, base chakra, and harvest them. So what happened is high priest had a father with a very strong reptilian genetics. Maybe this father was really a reptilian, okay, 100% not human. And a mother, I have the impression the mother had was a star seed also, a kind of divine feminine with Pleiadians genetic effects. So she was not Pleiadian, but a star seed, okay? And this father got married with this woman in Africa, and they had this child, or many children, but one of the child was this high priest, okay, who had this Pleiadian and reptilian genetical modification in his human body. Well, that is a long story. How did he got in a Western country, this guy, and become a high priest in Santeira? I didn't have too much download about that. Probably it has no interest concerning what I need to give out message. But this guy learned, but also his genetic also learned from his father how to energy harvest women, okay? So this is really hard to talk about this, okay? But this guy, as a high priest in the Santeira church, accumulated lots of bad karma. I mean, I don't want to have trouble for myself, but I can see this guy even killed people. So that is did really tough stuff, okay? And the way he debarrasses his bad karma is he's trying to, when he's energy harvesting woman, he just put down the bad karma in a soul of this woman and get the good karma from the woman. Okay? And you need to understand this type of man or woman version of them exist also. They are extremely charismatic. You don't know why are you attracted to them. They are as much charismatic than an earth angel or a light worker. Especially earth angels has a really strong charismatic energy, so people are attracted to them. So this guy, imagine on a dark side, but this guy is irresistible practically for women because of this energy. This guy it was in a download, found an earth angel also, and had a relationship with this earth angel and tried to put down his bad karma and steal everything that he could from this earth angel, but it didn't work because there was some genetical. This earth angel is an ancient spiritual worker for many, many lifetimes, and an old spirit, much older than this guy, and was too powerful, so was protecting themselves. This guy couldn't take everything, just a few things, and certainly he could not put his bad karma on this woman. And actually he had problem because when he got separated from this woman, normally he has lots of energy, he's rejuvenated, but in this case actually the opposite happened. He started to degrade. So he had to find another divine feminine to recharge himself. This is a typical reptilian behavior. Reptilians in human form behave exactly like this, but this guy is not 100% reptilian. The sad thing is, I just don't know how to describe this, okay? But he's doing voodoo, using voodoo to do horrible things. I mean, he's practically many times a day cross the spiritual ethic. So it's like violating universal laws, violating Source himself or God himself, practically raping God. That's what he's doing spiritually. So you can imagine all the bad karma that's coming in his life. And this guy figured out, this is really hard to talk about, okay? Because we get back again to child abuse. If he has sex with children, they can take their innocence, their chi, their life force for regenerate himself. That is much more powerful than an adult woman. But at the same time, it's very easy to put bad karma on children. This is horrible. I won't cry, okay? Because I don't understand. I ask spirit, I don't want to do reading like that. I don't want to have the downloads like that. And what do I get? I get this. And I'm really sensitive when it comes to children, okay? So it's tough for me, guys, okay? And one day passed because I waited one day so I would be calm when I talk about this. And this dirty shit, because I don't know how to describe this guy. I have no respect for this guy. Because I can see genetically this guy, he has a choice to be good. And he can do it. Because a reptilian has no choice. Do you understand? They just genetically programmed to be evil, okay? But he has, because he has other genes, modifications in him that permit him to choose between good and bad. And this is his personal choice, because financially materialized. How shall I put this? He's really materialistic, and he choose money over spirituality. Do you understand? That is really idiot, because he is spiritual. He is conscient that the spiritual stuff, the value of the spiritual stuff. I just honestly, for me, I just can't understand how a spiritual person can be materialistic that much that they practically rape God for money. Do you understand? They practically rape source. They practically rape universe for money. It's like shitting in a mouth and the eyes of God. That is disgusting. And this guy knows really well the karma, okay? And he knows that all the shit he was doing the last 10, 15, 20 years of his life is bringing bad karma for him. And as an alchemist, because this is a dark alchemist, he become a dark alchemist with all the spiritual shit he's doing. He figured it out. The best way to get rid of bad karma is to put it on innocent children, because when he rapes children, the soul much more accessible than having sex with young women, because children don't have yet this protection system built in, okay? And this is disgusting, because I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I saw many children's life destroyed, okay? That is not just a sexual abuse. They have to go in adulthood as a trauma. But the bad karma this guy accumulated, they have to deal with it for the rest of their life. And actually it is attached to their soul. Can you understand how much this guy violating God and the spirituality? And the suffering this guy causing to other human souls is undescribable. And can you imagine, this is a high priest in Santeira, in this Santeira, this particular Santeira church, that people look up on, taking his advice and going to ask a solution for certain problems in their life. And this guy not giving always the right advice, misleading these people. And for that he has karma also, but he doesn't care, because he thinks, I just find an innocent child, and that's it, I will deposit the karma there. That's how he's thinking. He is really insolent against God. And actually, not just the leaders' crimes and sin that will bring down this church, Santeira Church, but a big part these high priest crimes. Because this is a huge spiritual crime when somebody does that. Sometimes I just talk to souls and I don't understand. Because if on a feed day somebody is raped, yeah, there is a trauma, your soul can learn from it, can heal from it. And it's like a healing journey that your soul become better. But when I see more and more dark, occult people, I mean, they are really fucking dark. Because you need to understand, some dark, occult people use dark magic for their own desire, but it stops there. So the destruction does not go that far. But there are some dark people that they really going on destroying human soul. I mean, the structure of the human soul. And that is fucking dangerous, because those human souls, it doesn't matter he destroys the body because it's just a body. But the problem, they practically destroy the human soul. Do you understand? And this high priest is God. He hates God. He just, well, I don't know how to describe. He wants to become a kind of god. Do you understand? Like an Egyptian god or whatever. An ascended master. But he does not understand he won't achieve that. Because for that, you need to accumulate a huge wisdom. As human, we need to understand when a soul is formed and come to earth and start learning, every soul goes through every stages. So your soul at one point in some lives were evil. And this is necessary for the evolution of your soul, to learn from it, and the karma what you accumulate during your evilness, you have to clear it up. And when you clear it up, you accumulate wisdom, your soul accumulates wisdom, and after you become more and more light, divine, and a light will be born in your soul and get stronger every lifetime, until you will achieve the perfect transformation into a divine soul, that you can ascend into an ascended master. Do you understand? So this is a journey of the soul, normally. And that's why the soul comes back again and again and again. This reincarnation, this recycling soul process on a 3D in the matrix, or whatever you call it. But the original reason is that your soul will be prepared to be ascend. Okay? And these kind of dark people, like this high priest in this Santeira, fucking up this process really badly. And on top of that, the karma he puts on these children or these souls is really fucking heavy. And sometimes these are souls who's been already through so much suffering. And this is just horrible. I just don't know how to give you all with human words so you could feel the damages this fucking idiot shit asshole man doing, because I don't know how to describe him. I'm sorry talking like that. It's really painful spiritually to feel it and also to see it. And I did tarot on this in the car, I remember, and this guy, we receive lots of good stuff, but they are coming from destiny of these children or a young woman he was having sex with. And that's why I'm also teaching on this channel about that sexuality and spirituality goes together hand in hand. So people understand this, because this young woman practically sold out their destiny, their divinity for sex, for 10 minutes pleasure. I'm not judging them, okay? Because I've been through lots of shit also, and my ex-boyfriend stole things from me also spiritually that I'm getting back. But, so in a way, I was naive like that also before. So I'm not judging this woman, but evidently this woman never ever heard about a teaching like that they have to be careful with men, they have to be careful when they make love. And this guy seems to be getting away with all this shit he's doing. And then The King of Swords came out, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords came out 3 times, guys. But before it came out, he will have lots of money, lots of happiness, family. The Ten of Cups came out, Ten of Pentacles came out, all good stuff, okay? That he stole from other people. And I was angry because I said it's not just. It's just not just. I don't wish bad things on people. You know, some people receive their karma, their next life or something like that. And I said it's impossible that somebody is raping children just to get rid of their karma and doing so much horrible things. I mean, this guy killed people, not one but many. And I don't have a right to judge him. I know, but I said it's impossible that he has all this fucking happiness and destroys so many innocent life, and he does not even regret it. He's enjoying doing this shit, raping God, raping souls, raping universe with his idiot acts. And he imagined about himself he's a kind of God now, so he can do it without any consequences. And then I told you this King of Swords and Eight of Swords came out many times. So it does not want me to tell you all, because if I tell you, the police won't have the chance to get this guy. But this guy will be taken down, okay? This guy will finish in prison for life and won't be able to get out of the prison. That's how it will finish, and it will really torture this guy, because this guy loves luxury. He loves luxury cars, luxury houses, food, everything, clothes, everything luxury. Evident in prison, he won't have that. And I'm telling you, this guy will spend the rest of his life in prison. He's planning to move on in different countries, so there is no police who could get him. But at one point, he won't be able to escape, okay? He will be taken down, and he will pay this lifetime. But what I saw that Santeira that he works for will go down in 2024. This year, lots of foundation of this Santeira is getting destroyed, unfortunately, or fortunately. So depend how do you see the things, because the leaders and this high priest is extremely evil and toxic. Sorry guys, I need to drink. But for me, somebody ruining children's innocence and using their defenselessness, or how shall I put it? Maybe this word does not exist in English, but children has innocence because they can't defend themselves, because they come with this purity, pure curiosity and love in their heart on this earth. So the soul who comes on this earth, children has this purity, this innocence, because they are not full with hate, they are not full with rage, you know, this bitterness that life gives to adult people. And that makes them vulnerable, because they are very naive and they are incapable to protect themselves spiritually. Do you understand? So this is the most horrible sin a person can commit, to rape a child. Because spiritually you exist, spiritually you access to that soul and you ruin it. You can cause damages that is not that profound in adulthood. So I'm not saying it's fine to rape an adult, because it's not. But it's evident that spiritually the damages are less profound in an adult than in a child. And this guy knows that really well, and that's why taking advantage of these children, so he could get rid of his bad karma, and in the same time, he could rejuvenate himself. He has this ambition to stay alive forever, young forever, and handsome forever. This is a really narcissistic person, so he watches himself often in the mirror, and he is really satisfied with his look. But in a time when the tiredness makes him look like to have some wrinkles, or you can see the degradation because of the spiritual work he does, then he starts panicking, and he has to find a child or a young woman to energy harvest, to rejuvenate himself. That's his brain is working. Do you understand? And after what you think, what you really believe will happen in your body. So this is a not nice person. I'm sorry, guys, but the destruction he did already is disgusting. Yesterday I was sitting in a car. At first I had this download about these kids in a foster home, after about this guy. And I just said, God, that it's enough. Don't give me more, because I can't take it emotionally. I'm an empath. I just can't. I just can't. It's too much for me. And I got this download for a reason, because somebody has to hear it. And hear it now. I don't know, maybe you will find this reading later on my channel. But whoever will hear this has a connection somehow, this person. Or if you don't have, you will understand lots of things from this reading. Because it's easy to say that, oh, be careful, you don't have sex with everyone. And most of us women, for example, we need to fall in love to make love with someone, okay? But we need to learn that man knows that really well. So most men usually develop a deceptive behavior where they lie and create a mirage. They create a dream or version of themselves to a woman, so they could have sex with them. Okay? And us women, we really need to learn this, that what we hear words should not make us believe that this person is really that person. We need to watch how they behave and how they keep their words. So when you get a man on lying, that says already something. Okay? Me, I know many empathic person is like that, but I remember I was like that. I got men on lying. I know they lying to me, but I was still loving them. And I said, nobody is perfect. And in this 3D life, everybody's lying. So I was forgiving. But after a while, that relationship failed. And I realized that it was a part of a mask. So now, when a man is lying to me, it's a red flag. But before it wasn't. Do you understand? And I think many of us women are like that. Because we say, oh, everybody's lying. Everybody's wearing a mask. So if I'm looking for a man who does not have any mask, who does not lie, I won't find any ever. So I know many women think like that. But I'm telling you that the lie is a first red flag that you have to pull back and really put this man through many, many tests, because it's a red flag. It can be a pervert, narcissistic. It can be even a killer that you're fucking dating. Do you understand? When I was going through the dark night of the soul, I dated my hitman, okay? A guy who was sent to me to practically kill me, okay? And he was so fucking scared. Oh, I don't know, I just, as an empath, I always went to every friendship, every love relationship to heal everybody. Because that was the way how I loved people. And I know many empaths, or most empaths, operates like that. Because for us, how does God loves you? They see you as you are. They accept you as you are, with your errors, with your sins, with your crimes, and they love you as you are. And they just pour the love on you, and they hoping that this love can change you. But unfortunately, some empaths needs to learn that these energy vampire guys, or it can be women also, because the women version exists also, they feeding on this love, using this energy, and they don't change. They will never ever change, because their soul is not structured like that. And we need to learn. We need to put that in our head and change our mentality. That love is not like that. Because this type of love you can give already to someone who proved himself and who is your soulmate or twin flame, or somebody really you have a deep soul connection with, and proved already that they protecting you, they loving you, and they don't want to harm you. That person you can pour out the love of God. That person you can be so giving. And an empath has to learn this, because I'm telling you, most empaths from their childhood just giving, and everybody fucks them up. Everybody fucks them up. And they like a little energy balls. It's like a nuclear plant to provide energy. And people taking, never giving to them. Do you understand? And that's each empath starts life like that. And as a young adult, when they learn to love, get into relationships, they give, and they always get contact with narcissistic people who are natural energy vampires, or spiritual people who consciously sucking their energy off. And that's why empath people, they seems like they don't advance in their life, because while other people who are not empaths, they use this energy to build their life, their career, their finances, or their family. They advance so well, but empathic people won't advance because they give away all. And it's natural for them, because they are natural givers like God is. And we need to learn. Actually, I already learned it, but because I'm a Heyokin, I'm not a simple empath. But you, as an empath, you have to learn to become a Heyokin, and learn that it will be conscious. That yes, I'm doing this because I'm an empath. But now, this guy I'm dating, I have to be really cautious about the red flags, because I do not want to be fucked up again, and I do not want to be taken advantage and lose everything I've been working for many years now. So when you realize the symptoms and you change your mentality, and very slowly your subconscious will transform also, more and more you will become a person who is ready to meet the right person. Okay? I don't know why I had to talk about this. This is not what I wanted to talk about, but this high priest. But this high priest will finish at the end, he wants or not, taking his karma. But in a way, he will destroy many, many souls. And these souls, most of them are empaths. And we need to be really careful when you need to really be careful when you're an empath, guys. A problem, I can tell you, do this and that, but you will make mistake, because that is your way, your soul will learn. So I can tell you my experience. I can tell you the wisdom guides give me about it. But still you will make mistake, because that's how your soul will learn. And that is really important. When you make a mistake, you fuck yourself up with a man like that or a woman like that, you're capable to forgive yourself. Don't start blaming on others, because when you get into a relationship with someone, it's your choice. It's your free will. Nobody forced you. Maybe that person did spell work on you or manipulated you, but at the end, you choose that person from free will. Because when you see the red flags and still you choose that person, you realize that you can blame only yourself. So you have to stop blaming yourself, others, take it as it is. You fucked up yourself. Excuse me, I have a hiccup. Fine. Doesn't matter. Start rebuilding, start healing. And this time with the conviction that next time you won't fall. Do you understand? And that's why it's really important. I will put up this video on Patreon, but the healing, sexual healing, because when you do sexual healing, you have to do the journaling about the relationship you had. Okay? And when you do the journaling, you will learn why did you choose that man or woman, and how this woman and man trapped you, and how your trauma developed, what kind of trauma you have. That's what this journaling permits you to do. And that is really important part of the healing process. And when you heal yourself each time from a relationship, you gain wisdom. But I'm talking about this, that you would make less mistake and not such a big mistake to get hooked up with a spiritual shit like that and fuck up your own life with the bad karma that they put on you. That is really my aim, spiritually, to help you to realize who you are as an empath and your power and how you can become a hierarchy. Okay? Right, so this reading was about this high priest guy who will go down. I don't care how much he does not want and how much he finds every kind of way to get rid of his karma. It will reach out for him, because Source is really pissed off with this guy. And this guy should remember that he is only a human, not a god. But when you are dark alchemist people think they are more powerful than God himself, or Source himself. And dark alchemists usually believe that they control the universe and a universal law, and karma has no effect on their life. And that's why dark alchemists are very dangerous, because they are capable to commit lots of crimes. And this is really sad, because the knowledge they acquire is really precious. And when it's used for the divine purpose and a good purpose that light alchemists or white alchemists do, it can be really powerful and constructive, because spiritually you can build up wonderful things with it. Okay? Right, so my download is finished here. I will do a reading today about Divine Feminine also, and I will have advance with the signs also going forwards, okay? But these are the downloads and reading I really need to put up because they are important. Anyway, thank you for listening this short podcast, or I don't know how to call it because it's not really a video. And thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.